Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Garden here in New York City. We just saw a rather good game between two top 10 teams that will definitely be having what everyone assumes to be successful campaigns one way or another. But now we get to shift our focus here to two teams that are flying under the radar. I think one of them for sure based on the talent level they have, but then there is another that has already been talked about here in the chat here on YouTube. It is a very young team, and a core is being developed. Specifically, this is the California Golden Bears route that is being taken with this, as said by the coach of this team. I'm talking about the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. I'm talking about Mr. Marcus Pons, who is leading the way. For Mizzou, well, they had a coach. Highly unfortunate what he did to get fired, but at the very least they have an interim. Dennis Gates is back from the Shadow Realm to temporarily coach this team as they look for their next long-term leader, and hopefully they do find one soon. But in the meantime, they get to play some preseason ball, thankfully, and there's nothing more powerful than the power of friendship. At the very least, we thought that until Mr. Caleb Moore did what he did. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Commissioner Daniel here, and with me here, right by my side, is OU head coach Mr. Killian. Now, when it comes to these two teams, I don't know when the last time you faced either one of them is, but at the very least, I'm sure you've been watching them from afar as how their journeys have been the same but different at the same time. I guess in regards to timing, it's not aligned, but the path is the same, honestly, in regards to this team building aspect. Can you talk more about it?
Yeah, I was going to say, with both these teams, they kind of had the same path going into the offseason. They want to look for a younger group, so it's going to be interesting to see tonight with both these teams, with a lot of young players on the team, with a lot of young players on the court as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what Pons can do with his team and what the Missouri coach can do with his team. But they really had a lot of the same path going into March Madness, going into the season. But I would give the nod to more Pons because he's had more, I would say, effect, pun intended, with going into March Madness. He's had more success than what former head coach of Missouri had. But this is going to be a good game. Both of the big men position for tonight with Rutgers in the senior of Cale Deflect, and Missouri with the junior of, is it Yoshi? Or I don't want to say his name wrong, but I'm going to anyways. Oshi Azuna with right. Missouri. So, those two positions are going to be the ones to look at. Those two players are going to go at it. They're going to try to get the win for their team, but it's going to see whose ever younger team has more depth and more heart to win this game tonight, and start off the preseason good, start off the season strong, carrying out a lot of fire and a lot of will going into the season.
Gonna set it better myself. There's definitely a lot to look forward to for both teams in different aspects. I think Missouri SEC title hopes are a very real thing. For Rutgers, it's just about seeing through the development of these guys. For Missouri, Willie and Tyrese Percy are in the backcourt. Up front for them, Jeremy Johnson, Toshi Azuna, and Daniel Recruito. For Rutgers, Mikey Bobbitt and Wyatt Harkema. In the back, Dash Bozo, Cale Deflect, and Darnell Cotton. Up front, who are you looking forward to seeing the most out of these teams? Who excites you the most?
Like I said before, that the big man for both teams, is going to be the real key factor. They're both veterans in this game, and that's a huge mistake there by the Rutgers. So now Missouri is going to get a possession with the ball.
They indeed are. I'm trying to see what is going on and why you are not able to hear a certain part of this game. Although, that's an elite shot by Tyrese Percy to open things up. I don't know if anything changed, but either way, three ball Bozo does not go. Dash Bozo, that is. He's not a Bozo. The guy's actually a really good ball player. Percy, first year as a starter. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, this is kind of a home game for Rutgers, not too far from Madison Square Garden. So, you're going to see a lot of red in this crowd, It's going to feel like a home game for Rutgers here tonight. And, they got to take advantage of that.
Indeed. Piscataway is not too far away from the Garden, but there's a good deal of Missouri fans out here too, as Rick Rito was called for the illegal screen. That gives the ball right back to the Scarlet Knights. Dash Bozo is going to be heavily relied upon as the primary source of scoring. And it's an immediate change of role compared to last year, where he was just coming off the bench, and now Missouri trying to capitalize off a turnover. That's a mean block. Azuna, and that's, Toshi Azuna is no Kevin Durant, so he's got to pick a different type of shot there. A little strip there by Jeremy Johnson, but it'll still stay with the Scarlet Knights. When we look at both teams, these two, and what their season outlook could be, and what are their, how do I say it, ceilings in regards to what they could do in the tournament, assuming both make it, what is your take on them?
For the ceiling for Rutgers and, Pons, I think he can get them going. I think he has a good game plan of getting young talent, building them up. But the ceiling for them, is making it to the round of 32. It's going to be interesting to see how they would go against other teams in March Madness, if they meet that, the Duke team or a North Carolina, or even say a Michigan team. They're going to have a lot of play into the Big Ten. The Big Ten is very, very tough, but, I could see them making it to the round of 32, but, the floor for them is, with this young talent, is maybe making a bubble. It's going to come down to see what this young talent can do for this team and how Pons can get them going.
I think in regards to Rutgers, I'd say the floor is completely missing the tournament. For what is trying to be done here, the quality of the youth is undeniable, but it is still, how do I say it, raw off the bone. It needs some seasoning, and in a tough conference like the Big Ten, it might be a year where they don't make the tournament. But I think everybody thinks that Rutgers will be in play for a bubble spot on the right side of it, at least. Oh boy, Gale Deflect hitting the three ball. So that got transferred from Arizona over to Rutgers, by the way.
You're going to see Gale Deflect, once he gets that ball and he feels comfortable, if it's a three-pointer, he's going to shoot that ball right away, because, he was very dominant with Arizona and very good with the ball. He felt confident in coming into Rutgers, so, he's going to be a big key factor for this Rutgers team going into the season.
Oh boy, what a block from behind, as that second opportunity was snuffed out, and a block on the opposite end. So we got a block party here now, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna, block party, block and fest. It's gonna come down to the big men, and who's really gonna put more effect
Oh, boy. Hey, these defenses are showing out right now. 0-3 ball. Ah, close. Entertaining stuff so far by both teams as they're countering each other defensively, that is. And Percy will get some free throws. That's on Darnell Cotton, the 5-star freshman.
Man, these Cotton players always trying to get in foul trouble early and always getting sent out early.
Highly unfortunate. Wait, was that his second foul?
I guess he got taken off to the bench.
If that's the case, that's absurd. Back-to-back games. A member of the Cotton family gets targeted. You hate to see it.
These Cotton players don't know nothing.
Bro, they get targeted. I don't know about not knowing nothing.
You know, when you come down and you talk about the Big Ten and you talk about Rutgers being a young team, and you think about also another team like Indiana, you know, it comes down to March Madness, and you talk about the Big Ten. I think for a final spot, maybe a bubble, maybe even at large, it's gonna come down to Rutgers and Indiana. I think for the final spot, or maybe to get in, because its question is, a young core really the best move? Is it really the best game plan to go into the season and see just how they perform?
I do not disagree. I do not agree with your take with Indiana. Indiana, to me, is a top 5 team in the conference who could potentially push for top 4 if they figure out how to play it as a unit. So, them and Rutgers are just not on the same level right now. They're just not. So, I feel like you could talk about Penn State compared to Rutgers, or even a Maryland. Definitely not Indiana, though.
I'm also seeing with this new Ponce team, he seems like to take it slower this year than from what his other game plans have been. I don't know if he's always been slow basketball, but it's interesting to see that he wants to play a little bit slower of a tempo than usually fast-paced and quick shooting.
Well, actually, it's just kind of fast play. There's just some good defense by Missouri so far. As they actually had to call a timeout. Rutgers got on a little bit of a run there. And Cotton, thankfully, is not on 2 fouls yet. He's back in the game.
Oh.
Yeah. At least that. Would have been unfortunate to see if it happened 2 games in a row. But
yeah.
We talked a bit about Rutgers, or you did. I didn't hear much about Missouri unless I missed something.
No, I didn't talk much about Missouri because, a lot happened during the offseason. They kind of went the same route. They got a young crowd. They got a young core here. Good big man. But the ceiling for them is, they could make a push to Sweet 16 or same round of 32. Or the floor would be is just not playing what they were as good last year. Didn't they have that one win over Auburn last year? I think it was, right?
No, that was Florida that had that win.
But yeah, for Missouri, it could be missing out on the tournament, or being another bubble team. But they got to see how they adapt to having now a new coach, and to see what this coach can do with this young core, and see what the game plan for the season is, because they still have a top heavy SEC conference. Auburn still runs that conference. You still have Tennessee in there, not talked about a lot, but, we'll see them here soon. You still have Florida, decent team, but not as dominant as what they usually are. They lost, who was it? Trippy Finn. Trippy Finn went to the Big East, went to Providence. So, it's going to be interesting to see what Missouri can do without their head coach and seeing if they can maybe make a run for the SEC title. That would be a huge step up and a big ceiling for Missouri and this young core.
What about March Madness wise? Because it's been a couple years in a row where they've been knocked out in the round of 64. And last year, unceremoniously via upset.
Yeah, like I said, a big step up would be making it to Sweet 16. I don't think they make it past there. And just the floor would be is just making it another bubble team and losing in the round of 64 because, this is not the team to do it. I think they have a better chance this year. They got a young talent. They got a good bench behind them. So the ceiling for them is making it Sweet 16 and making a good run. And the floor would just be another bubble team, another disappointing round of 64, and just not dominating as what they should be on paper.
My concern with Missouri is their physical profile. Or at the not necessarily physical, because physically down low they're actually solid as Azuna picks up that foul. 7'3" and 7'2" share that front court. My issue is that there is no floor spacing between either one of those guys. And so it puts way more pressure on the wings and the guards of Mizzou to be able to perform well from three. And they could do it, maybe. I just don't see it personally in terms of succeeding at a very high level nationally, or in this case in March Madness, just because the teams that are the most successful teams are the ones that are able to stretch the floor at almost every position, if not at center, then everywhere else. But I don't know. Maybe they prove me wrong with what they could do this season. So they have my interest. I just need to get that question answered. Is a front court of two 7'2" footers or 7 footer and 2 inches? I don't even know how to say it. Basically two giants, right? But they both play the same way inside the paint. Will it work on the national level? We'll finally get that question answered this season. So, something to watch out for. Meanwhile, this game has been kind of entertaining so far through the first 8.5 minutes. Rutgers with a 3-point lead, now a 4-point lead. I most certainly expect Rutgers to just simply try and keep games close with the top powers, and try not to let those games get away. And if they are able to do so, then they'll always have a chance at having luck on their side actually work in their favor. Ooh, and one for Cheeto Locks.
This is going to be really a defensive game. Both coaches like that aggressive defense. They like to push more to the ball and get to the ball, where it might be a slow first half, but they will pick it up in the second half because both teams really want to win, and they got a lot of young talent here on both sides.
Yeah, indeed, and my apologies. That was Logan Reeves, not Cheetah Locks. Highly unfortunate miscall by me, but Logan Reeves is one of those exciting freshmen that Missouri was able to pick up. They're really young. They only have one senior on that team, which is Willie Willie. So, if somehow they stick together after everything that's happened, that could be that could be a much more dangerous team than we take them as right now.
Oh yeah, most definitely. If they were to stick together, like like a good team would, adapting from losing their coach, almost going out of bounds there. If they stick together and figure out what they need, and they decide on who their next coach is, then this can be a dangerous team going into the following years.
It's a big if though, and it's a monumental one because I currently have Mizzou as the third best team in the SEC. So I think it's important for that conference for Missouri to not disband, or for this core to not disband. But much easier said than done. Oh my
Goodness.
Jeez. Bo's, man, there have been so many blocks in this game. So many. At one point...
I mean...
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's good to see, not just Azuna getting all the blocks. It's passed around to everybody. It's good to see everybody get involved.
On the defensive end, you want commitment from everybody, and that's the most important thing. Oh, boy. Oh, how do you not finish that? Oh, man, who was that? That was either Harkema or Bobbitt. Who was that? Number 23.
Let's see.
It's not Bozo. He's number 22. I'm about to pull this up. Who was that? Who did that? Number 23 is Harkema. Well, okay. Freshman gonna freshman. Alrighty.
I mean, seems like, Missouri's got more of a vertical reach than what Rutgers can show.
I mean, you are talking about a squad that is starting to paint beasts at the same time, so it's not surprising. Fully, that is, but it's still somewhat surprising. Meanwhile, the game is now tied, 28 apiece. Bozo over to Kennedy Jr. Misses. Now Mizzou can take the lead once they play a good possession through their senior Willie Willie. Johnson. Reeves in the corner, back to Willie, and he flubs that shot. And quick play right here by Rutgers, shuffling it up to Kennedy Jr., who this time will stick the mid-range J. Yeah, I mean, this Rutgers team is just completely different. Night and day difference in regards to the personnel. I mean, just looking at these jerseys, I still see guys like C.J. Hayes, Booger McFarland, Parker Carson, Jacob Stevens Jr., and who was their power forward last year? It was Trey Krozovich. Like, I'm still used to seeing those guys, and it's just so weird looking at this team. It really is.
Yeah, now what? Booger McFarland's now on Notre Dame, isn't he?
Yep. Hayes is LBA bound. Oh my lord. That's a foul drawn. Hayes is LBA bound. Stevens is LBA bound. Parker Carson, LBA bound. We already talked about Booger, and then Trey Krozovich actually is now at Purdue.
Really?
Yep.
and there's no Purdue head coach.
It's Matt Painter. That's who it is.
Oh.
AKA, they don't got one.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's why I've never heard of the guy.
Well, you never heard of Matt Painter?
I don't think so. Wait.
The IRL Purdue coach.
Maybe. Oh, silly me. No, I don't pay enough attention to Purdue basketball. I only pay attention when it comes to March Madness and they lose in the first round.
Highly unfortunate. Yeah, they're good again out here. That's a wild shot. Oh, Lord. Okay, then. Strut your stuff, young man. Oh. Got some defense.
That's ass.
Willie squared. Who's number... I gotta learn these guys, man. Goodness.
You're falling behind. You're sounding like me.
Bro, these are a bunch of new faces I gotta get used to. Looks, that's Cheeto Locks. Actually, number 15. That's the guy that his name shall not be mentioned again, put on the end of his bench, and he's been playing the most minutes off the bench. Look at him go.
Yeah, you just hope to see Missouri, adapt and improve to what happened during the offseason, and they focus, and they just got to come together and figure out their team. Without a head coach, with a head coach, they got to figure something out.
100% agreed. At this point right now, it's about the players on the squad just simply putting their heads down and just continuing to work. Now, if they can,
yeah, because
you're good.
I was just gonna say, you can't keep your head down. You can't just be, solely focus on being a name brand after your head coach did something stupid. And, you're going to have that on the back of your jerseys for a long time. Your head coach did something stupid during the offseason. You can't look at that. You got to look at the game, and you just got to be focused. You're going to have a lot of fans not like your team. But you know what? You just got to play basketball. You got to win. You can't listen to the noise. You can't listen to the crowd. You just can't focus on what happened during the offseason. You got to focus on now, and you got to be a good team. You got to come together as a group and be the team that you're supposed to be without a head coach or with a head coach.
Well, it's a tough ask of this group, especially due to how young and inexperienced they are. But hopefully they find someone that is able to steer them in the correct direction to be able to overcome everything that you mentioned. Meanwhile, less than a minute to go until the break. Only 1 point separation between these two squads. Tyrese Percy moving that ball around real quick. That was Jeremy Johnson. They turned it over, though. Here is Keon Carter. Kennedy Jr. And that's tipped away. 32, I believe, is Eligri Roni? Hang on, I gotta... Again, these new names, man, I gotta get these right, bro. 23. No, it's 32. No, 32 is Keon Carter, so then who was I looking at? Oni is number 3. Okay, so I mixed up the numbers. All right. So that's Carter. Down low is Oni. All right, got you. Number 4. Oh, that dude is Greg Peterson. Big dude for them. Oh, my. That's a great pass. Oh, almost an and one. And that's the team leader, or in this case, Pons already named him the team captain, Dash Bozo.
Is it only Bozo, or is Deflect as well?
He's not. Dash Bozo is the team captain, per sources.
Really?
Yeah. Why is Greg Peterson playing? I don't know.
Good question, Coach. Why did you put him in?
Cotton is on 2 fouls. Let's remember that. And then I think Shaq
Cotton,
Davis also collected 2 fouls.
Yeah, I was going to say, Cotton doesn't have a good record of playing through a whole game without getting close to 4 fouls.
Man, Cotton's always targeted. It's sad to see.
Well, if you're what, dad, or grandfather, whoever wasn't such a dingus sometimes, maybe he wouldn't be targeted.
Damn. Oh, all right then. Good free throws by Riccarito. And the dying seconds, so we're just going to heave one.
Oh.
A bit too strong, and it is tied at halftime. Based on what we've seen, what are your thoughts on both teams?
From seeing the first half, I see a lot of good defense, a lot of steals, a lot of good blocks. This was a quick first half. I'd like to see a little bit more quick pace with Rutgers basketball. I think, they can go a little bit faster. But, with Missouri, keep feeding the ball down low. If you see, Deflect not there and Cotton not out there, then you got to take advantage down in the paint.
Definitely the case. Definitely the case. And especially for a team that is starting to in the paint bigs at the same time, that is a must. And oh boy, that's not. Wow.
Young Skibbs.
Outrageous miss right there by Azuna to open the second half. And Deflect is trying another 3. Why not? He hit one in the first half. That one doesn't go though. Willie. Back to Azuna and misses again. Flopping ain't gonna do anything for you, buddy.
Yeah. Learn it from Cotton and don't work.
I wouldn't say learn from Cotton. All you're learning from Cotton so far is how to quickly pick up fouls. He's not flopping.
Yeah, Cotton's playing pickup basketball here in these 2 games that I've seen him play in. I mean, he's absolutely throwing haymakers, taking shirts off, throwing them through the tables. I mean, he's got to figure something out.
Playing what kind of basketball? From what I've seen, he's played almost no basketball.
He knew what he was doing. He looked at that bench. He's like, that looks like a comfortable seat. That's got my name written all over it.
I think it's just highly unfortunate what's been going on.
What's worse? What's worse, watching Cotton pick up a bunch of fouls or watching Wisconsin play basketball?
Well, Wisconsin play that brand of basketball, that is.
Swiss cheese basketball?
Bro. Azuna, you alright, bro? That's a crazy take.
What do you say?
No, like, on the screen, bro. Like, did you see that attempt hit the side of the backboard?
Oh, no, it doesn't shock me, Zuna trying to shoot up the ball, it's not always going to go in, It's sometimes going to hit the backboard. That doesn't surprise me.
Pass inside, and somehow the smallest man on the court got his way into the paint. That was Harkema. Jeremy Johnson picked up that foul. And the freshman is majoring in sports medicine. Honestly, hats off to you. That's respect.
Oh, good Lord. That sports medicine ain't doing jack for his free throws.
It's not here, no. That's for sure. At least he got one. In a weird way, this game has been entertaining. It's been sloppy, but still entertaining somewhat. Oh boy, we could have had a nice alley-oop, but instead Rutgers
You
got in the way.
spoke way too soon.
And one. Mikey Bobbitt. That's a take. The good one at that, too.
Is that Johnson with the foul?
Looked like it.
It's going to be a second, so are they going to take him out?
Well, no, it's the
first
second half at this point, so.
No, yeah.
If a player hits 4 fouls, I'd expect them to be taken out.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see Cotton there first.
What the hell? Recredo attempted a 3?
Jesus.
What the hell?
This is going to be a foul type of game. They learn. Cotton must have spoke something to the locker room.
Bro, 1 for 10. You got to be kidding me, bro.
Good Lord.
Outrageous. Yo, why am I shooting? I don't know, Creed, because you chose to be in this system?
You chose to go to Missouri? You chose to play that person at the three-point line?
I mean, don't shoot the messenger. Oh, Lord. Never mind. Shoot threes instead. Failed deflect. That's his second 3 of the day. Now that's what a stretch big looks like.
That's what I said, yeah.
Oh.
Watch out for Caleb deflect once.
And
once
one,
it gets
Percy.
Oh my God, that's Cotton's fourth. My God.
The target.
We learned nothing.
The targeting is crazy. Outrageous, bro.
We need to get all the Cotton players and record their fouls at the end of the season. It's going to be a high number.
Bro, Percy, you had one job, buddy. Anywho, I mean, that sounds like a great idea to me, honestly. We'll pass inside and... What's up with the side of the backboard? Why do we like hitting it so much? It is a magnet.
Missouri's got to take advantage without Cotton out there. I mean, this is just amazing. Good Lord. Good Lord.
Yikes, bro. You know... Alright, you know, screw it, I'm gonna say it. These two teams, I guess as a whole, have erectile dysfunction because neither can finish.
Jesus criminy. Oh my God. Their finish game is just absolutely terrible. They just can't get the job done.
Man, it's outrageous, you know. I have never seen more blocks within a 40-minute time period than some shit poster who said something a little bit too racist online. Anywho.
Well then.
I'm on a heater, man.
You are on a type of Reagan tonight.
You know, it calls for it, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice hook shot, though. Rutgers doing well in the assist department. 35% from the field. That's what we're doing, Mizzou. That's what we're doing.
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
You can't use the excuse of not having an active head coach on that. Oh boy, hey, throwing it down.
You know, when you don't have Cotton out there, go to deflect because he's the better man.
Never going to deflect either way. Was really playing Nick Kennedy Jr. power forward. You hate to see it. So I thought that was about to get swatted to the moon. He missed anyways.
Oh boy, oh boy.
We gonna yank one? Nope. All right. We're just sitting in the paint.
You talking about yanking one? You can't even finish,
bro.
You're talking about yanking one. They can't even get the job done.
Outrageous, bro. Finally, they hit a three. They should be going to Willy more often. Willie squared.
Well, you know, sometimes Willie isn't able to get the job done, and just another backboard shot, backboard, whatever. Same basketball seed on both sides. Good lord.
Unbelievable. This is quickly turned into another meme game. You know, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about the next game coming up. You know, big game. Two big teams.
I am definitely looking forward to that one. That's gonna be that should be a fun one. There's some hope. There's some hope that that game delivers.
Good lord, he almost went out of bounds.
Yeah. Always playing on the edge. And what you gonna do? Oh, okay, that's pretty.
Thanks. My singing voice isn't always the greatest, but sometimes it is.
I mean, sure, I guess. Oh, that's a crazy pass. Good shot.
It's prettier than watching these two unfinished business and bed teams.
It's just goodness. And another foul, bro. Hey, refs. I'm gonna need y'all to calm down with the whistles. I mean, that was a foul, I ain't gonna lie, but still.
What's this? Oh, deflect's getting taken out? Now, see, Missouri should take advantage. No deflect and no cotton out there. This is where you have to take advantage.
If they don't, that'll be a shame. Quite honestly. You got Nick Kennedy Jr. and Shaq Davis out there.
Of course, there's a guy out here on the court named Shaq. Oh, Jesus, criminy.
Bro.
My God.
Percy's got to work on his free throws, man.
Doesn't surprise me that it's Percy. Too focused on the ice ring more than basketball.
Highly unfortunate. Yams. Why did dude even jump? Why did he even jump?
Try to show off.
Congrats, Randy Brady. You're on a poster now.
Something cute.
We setting up for a three-pointer? Yeah, we are. Oh,
damn.
Buckets.
Big splash. You know, maybe we're coming down almost 7 minutes in the game. You know, this could be a good finish.
It's a good. Oh, good pass inside.
I thought he was about to miss it. I thought that was about to bounce out of the rim, and I was going to lose my marbles.
It happens way too often. Little jumper. Nope. No, sir. Of a bad shot, honestly. Oh, man. Oh, we're just trying stuff, you know? In the light
don't
of...
try stuff because it didn't go well with Wisconsin.
All in the name of preseason, though, you know? Oh, boy. Yeah.
But if you're trying stuff, you should already have this down. You should already know what you want and what you don't want.
I agree with you. They're not wrong.
Because if that's the game plan you pick, that's the game plan you pick. There's no switching. There's no, I want something different. You got to stick with it.
Well, while it's happening, yeah. I think when it comes to March Madness, I think I'm gonna have to tighten up the restrictions on it for sure in that regard. But although honestly, it's more realistic to switch up what you're doing on a dime in terms of your offensive tempo. I don't know about necessarily the offensive sets or defensive sets, but at the very least, how fast you play the game. So I just hope to never see that abomination from that team again. Can't believe I'm still talking about it, but here we are.
Hey, we're still in the Big Ten, so by all means.
Yeah, technically you're right. Technically. Lower end of the Big Ten, though, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I mean...
That's a crazy pass.
It's going to take... I don't know. I mean, maybe it might be the season to where you can see Rutgers maybe finish big, but, it might take a season or two to get back to the top.
Yeah. I think it'll take them a little bit for sure. But, there's hope. There's hope for the future. Oh, bro, you gotta be kidding me.
What just happened? Did that bounce off his head?
Yes, it did.
Oh, my God.
When they say get your head in the game, they don't mean it like that.
Yeah, they don't mean put your literal head into the basketball. They mean grab the ball with your hands. God gave you two hands for a reason.
Meanwhile, Dash Bozo was butt naked, wide open at the right elbow, and he completely whiffed on that three. You hate to see it.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me with the last name of Bozo. Was that him again? Was that him again?
No, it wasn't. I think that was Bob at that time.
Oh. Both teams missing shots.
No, not Mizzou. Willie Squared is going off.
Mm. Hey, sometimes Willie will pop off. Sometimes he won't.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's just surely boom or bust with that guy and the other family members of his. So I've come to accept it. So that's what it is. What it is. Oh, finally you get some points. Took you long enough. Jeez. That was Kale deflect, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Dude's him. Dude is him.
Hey, he was a great superstar when he was with Arizona, and he's going to carry it over here to go into Rutgers. So, he's got a lot to prove. What is this? His senior season or fifth year?
He is a regular senior.
So yeah, he's got a lot to prove. Going into the senior season, playing with the young core from what he was with Arizona to now on Rutgers. So, he's looking forward to the season, and he's also looking forward to maybe going to the LBA draft.
Yams. Absolute yams. Oh my.
Jesus Christ. Do you not see that tower right in front of the player? I mean, honestly.
Nah, apparently he doesn't see it. Highly unfortunate. You got to train their eyesight. That's a crazy pass. Some of these passes are working out surprisingly. I'm not sure how it's being done, but wizardry, I guess.
6-point game, 4 minutes left here in the second half. If I'm Pons, I'm looking at this game, I'm taking some notes, gonna figure it out. If you don't come out with a win, you gotta figure it out going into this season, because it is a big challenge for this Rutgers team to pose a threat in the Big Ten because that is a deep conference.
Hey, yo, that was a crazy finish by Willie Squared, though. Hey.
Willie Squared just absolutely... he either is terrible in the game or he's absolutely astonishing.
Hey, he's either there or he's not. Meanwhile,
10-point lead now.
Yeah, it's a double-digit lead now for Mizzou. Looks like they're going to take this one. But there's still a little bit of time. Rutgers just got to, I don't know, buy a shot. Buy a
They got to play quicker basketball and not throw it away. Where are we throwing it to? To Cancun? To Indian Water? What are we doing?
Indian Water. Nah, just back to Piscataway, bro. You know, it's not that far away from the Garden, so easy to throw it there.
Hans got to be absolutely distraught and absolutely upset with this game because, you know, he felt good going into this game. And his team is just not delivering. You know, you had Cotton with 4 fouls, taking him out early, switching it up, trying to figure out the core. It's not working. And Kale Deflect has been absolutely dominating this game, but, you know, he's got to have more help. He doesn't have it out here.
I mean, the other help should be Dash Bozo, but he's honestly been mid at best in this game.
Living up to his last name.
I guess so. They're taking him off the court. You're down by 10. You're taking your best players off the court. Are you kidding me?
That's something Pons would do. Did
Wait.
he just step out of bounds?
No.
Did he just step out of bounds?
No, they just called that either a foul or a travel on Lee Park Choi.
Oh, that's something new.
Yeah, South Korean, I think. If I'm not tripping. Oh, 3 ball.
Big 3?
Yams.
Dang.
Yams. Oni.
That's what you need. You know, you need your team to step up, and you only got 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Hey, defense has got to step up too, without giving up fouls. Cotton, who's back on the court, by the way.
Oh, God. Give him his... Oh. Lord.
Man. That's a crazy comment, Pons.
What do you say?
Bro. Oh, that's a wild mess. Oh, good dunk. He said this game started going downhill after Cotton started hacking stuff more than my Indiana friend. That's wild. That's wild, bro. Uh-oh.
Hey. Oh, hey now.
Running. Good lay.
No.
Good lay. 5-point game here. And Miz has got their dang reserves out there. No way. Oh.
That's a big miss. They gotta go. They can't play the slow basketball. They gotta go.
That defense returned just in time to slow him down. Top of the key. No shot.
What in the world?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Good Lord. 3-point game down. Here we go.
Cotton. Bro, buddy, you and your family got to learn how to stay out of foul trouble, man. That's all I got to say. Oh, my.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my. Hold up.
Oh, my goodness.
Hold up.
Oh, no. No, take the big 3. Come on. Give it to Cotton. Give it to Cotton. Prove everybody wrong.
He can't shoot from 3, bro. What they doing? What they doing? Okay.
1-point game. 1-point game?
That's wild. They were up by 12 like 2 minutes ago or something like that.
Rutgers is taking advantage with the Missouri bench out there. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're shitting me.
Nah, bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
What the world just happened? What just happened? You're telling me Missouri had a 10-12 lead, and now they are down 1 with 24 seconds left. What just happened?
Bro.
Did we just have the Pons effect?
The Pons effect.
This is insane. Give the flowers to Pons. I mean, give the roses to the man. He's been taking all the stuff that the announcer's been saying. His team is now up by 1.
Outrageous, bro. Why was the bench playing? I don't know what to tell you.
But you're going to see Missouri's starters come back, and you got to get the Fleck out there. If he's not out there, what are we doing, Bonds?
Nah, everybody's going to be out there now, surely. All the starters and everybody. Have to.
Kale's going to have a Kale moment.
Well, that can mean 2 different things, so we'll see. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way that
this is outrageous.
What?
Oh my god, that was almost saved.
Oh
what on God's green earth is going on?
This is the most freshman bowl game I've ever seen.
What in the world? No way.
Oh my
god.
god. No, my god.
What are we doing?
Bond's gonna kill himself. Stop. Stop.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god. Oh my god. Bonds is gonna kill himself. Bonds is absolutely gonna.
All I can do is laugh, bro. All I can do is laugh.
Bonds is gonna go find the Ninja Turtles in New York and absolutely just find them and just do something with them. Because good lord, what just happened in the final, or what, 20 seconds that we just saw?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what to say, bro. I don't even know what to say. I
knew we were gonna have a Kale moment. Knew something was gonna happen.
That wasn't on Kale.
I know it wasn't even Kale. I know it wasn't on Kale. But you knew Kale is out there. So Kale effect is happening.
Oh my. What are they about to do? They got time. Oh my god.
Oh, they're gonna take a stupid 3.
I was blocked! Oh! Wait a minute!
And not surprised Cotton's out here. Did that go in?
No! It got blocked!
Oh my god.
It got blocked!
From an absolute mean game to an absolute circus near the end is insane.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Bro.
Oh, you cannot make this. You
Bro.
cannot make this up.
Bro.
These 2 teams are absolutely insane.
This is comedy. This is comedy.
This is better than the Kansas and Cincinnati game. Kansas State.
How do we have two games of the same nature? How?
And it's only in the preseason. God knows how their season's gonna go.
It ain't even about that. How many more times is this gonna happen?
Oh my god. Cotton can't even come back in.
No,
He's fouled out.
He is fouled out.
Oh my god, Rutgers is gonna play a slow game.
No, they gotta rush this thing. Bro.
I told you!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You almost made that bullshit. You almost made that.
Cons is absolutely gonna hang himself. Oh my god. I wish I know. I want to see what the Rutgers group chat's like.
They're all asleep, bro. Oh wait,
oh
no.
my god.
Wait. Oh no, they're
Cons
active
is
right
the only
now.
one up. Oh god.
They're active right now. Outrageous, bro.
Cotton can't even finish a whole game for either team that he's on.
It's our getting is unbelievable. I'm gonna I'm gonna go back to this. Hold on, bro. Come on. All right. Yeah, why is this so far behind, bro? Come on. All right, I'm gonna try and use my iPad here because I can go and like rewind a little bit and see who blocked that shot, who blocked that KO dunk, who did it, who did it. I'm watching right now. Who did it? It was
I want
Azuna.
to say it's Zoom.
It was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna confirm it. I'm gonna. That's crazy. It's honestly. I mean, I think it's Azuna just based on what I'm seeing. I'm watching this back. It. I think it was Azuna. Oh my god.
The guy
Anyway,
that shot for 1 for 10.
ends up making the most important play on defense after
That
the other big man, aka Recredo, hit the game-winning shot from deep two. He said yams. Oh my bro. Outrageous. Outrageous. One of your best players shoots 1 for 10 and you still win the game. It's absolutely wild. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Yeah, sure, let's take a look. Um, 4 combined blocks between you two, from what I can see.
what? That's their score. Oh wait, no, never mind, never mind.
Who else did it? No one
That's a
else.
rebound.
Yeah, it's just rebounds there. Azuna
I thought
somehow
that was their
had
point.
7 points. Oh, bro. Well, he went 1 for
Good.
13. He went 1 for 13. Azuna went 1 for 13 and y'all still won. That's crazy.
And this guy, good lord, he might be sent to the China League. Not even that. Might even sent to the dirty pits of water of India before even going to the China League to try to be better at free throws.
Goodness gracious. You had no steals, Creed. You had none.
I
Uh,
can't wait for Azuna to wake up and maybe watch this game. He probably won't.
I think he
And
will.
see how horrific he did at free throws.
Azuna, no, that wasn't free throws. That was just field goals. Bro, he was 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Oh, field goals. Even worse. How can
Per-
you even rely on? I said at the start, the two big men were going to be affected in this game. Buddy went for 1 for 13 for field goals is diabolical.
Darius Bursey almost sold the game with how terrible he was at the free throw line. Man, you'll take a double double with 3 blocks. Yeah, yeah, that's what you had. I'll provide stats to the group chats in a little bit, but yeah, we have one more game somehow tonight. If you guys still have a little bit of energy to spare, I'd love for you guys to tune in because it's Michigan versus Oklahoma. If not, I understand. It's late, but we'll see you soon for that one, hopefully, and hopefully it's not as horrendous as this one. Yeah.
Dear God, please, I can't take that.
Knowing your luck, bro, it could happen, but I hope not. We'll see. We'll see how it unfolds. We'll